Today we're going to learn in our notes how to add algebraic fractions with radicals. So to be able to do that, we will review two topics that you've learned before in Algebra 2. First of all, we have to learn about radicals. So how do you write radicals as fractional exponents? So first of all, if we have the square root of x equals x to what power, we first of all need to remember what is the power of x in the square root of x. So if you see, since there's not an exponent, it's a little 1, so the power is to the first power. So then you look for the root. Again, the root's not written, so we automatically assume that it's a square root, so the root is 2. So now we have to decide what is the fractional exponent, so what will go on top. So it makes sense that the power is 1, it's always raised, so your numerator of your exponent will be 1, your denominator of your exponent will be 2, so x to the half power is the same thing as the square root of x. So in the next example, since our power is 3 and our root is 5, we are going to write x to the 3/5 power is going to be our fractional exponent that is equivalent to the 5th root of x cubed. Page, we're going to look at adding algebraic fractions. So in the first problem we have 1 over x plus 1 over x plus 1. So the least common denominator, a common mistake that we make in Algebra 2 is saying x will always go into x plus 1. But remember, if x was 3 wouldn't go into 3 plus 1, which is 4, so we have to make it the product. It would go into 3 times 4, which would be 12, and that could give you your least common denominator. So our least common denominator is going to be x times x plus 1. So now that you have the least common denominator, you're going to have to multiply the first term on top and bottom by x plus 1. And that's going to result in x plus 1 times 1 is just x plus 1. On bottom, you're going to have the product of x times x plus 1, which we have just stated is our least common denominator. The second term, which is 1 over x plus 1, will be multiplied by x. And this will, on top and bottom, which will result in x times 1, which is x, over the least common denominator, which is x times x plus 1. So now we're going to add these. We're going to add x plus 1 over x times x plus 1 plus x over x times x plus 1. When you add, the denominators stay the same. So we're going to have x times x plus 1 on bottom. So you're going to add your common terms. 1x plus 1x is 2x. So we end up with 2x plus 1 over x times x plus 1. So we're going to extend this later to be able to deal with radicals. So we dealt with, remember, radicals, so examples we're going to deal with in a few minutes are going to be if we had like 1 over square root of x plus x. Or we could have an example like 1 over square root of x plus 1 over the cube root of x. And these problems, using how to change them to fractional exponents, you will end up doing the exact same process as you will see in our examples.